Hello everybody, welcome back to another video of Heroes of the Storm. Today we're going to be playing some Malfurion. I like Malfurion as a healer. He has gone through so many changes and reworks though, that he has felt so different throughout the years. Where he's landed though, I do think he is a fun healer to play, both interactive and I don't know, interactive, fairly balanced, maybe a tad bit on the weaker side, but he's meant to be an easy healer for people to learn. So we're going to jump into a game and play some Malfurion. Another thing I'd like to mention up here, the top right corner, I'm going to have this little keyboard set up. Let me know in the comments if you guys like having the keyboard there or not. It'll just show you what buttons I'm pressing throughout the game, so you can see like, oh, what did he do there? Oh, he pressed QW and then R or something. But yeah, let me know down in the comments if it's too distracting, too big, or if you guys just think I should get rid of it. Let me know. And that's enough chit chat though. We'll see you in the game. All right, we found ourselves on the Tomb of the Spider Queen today. It looks like they have a Brightwing, and we are the Malfurion, as well as the tanks are going to be Misha and Imperius. So, one thing we have to be worried about as Malfurion is if we get dived upon, we are very squishy. We only have just under 1600 HP, which is not a lot for a squishy hero in general, you know? That's actually very similar to Medivh. Now, at level 1, there's a couple things you can pick up. I like Emerald Dream at level 1. Technically, they're all good. Deep Roots is really strong because it's really good for area denial. Emerald Dream is really good because it shuts down enemies, and I think that's what I want to go in this particular game here. That extra sleep adds to, oh my gosh, adds to, sorry, I'm trying to focus right now. That extra sleep adds to the duration of your root, which just increases that CC combo by enough that it can really mess enemies up. Like, for instance, right there, the Valera was rooted for just that half second longer, which I was hoping would be enough, but it looks like after all of that, every single enemy and ally walked away unscathed, which is kind of shocking. So yeah, we are very terrified of the Valera. She can mess us up if we are not careful. Land a nice root there on the on the Rexar, who got absolutely obliterated. If you don't know how Malfurion works, that's okay. I'm here to help. So Malfurion he's a healer that heals his allies by dealing damage to his enemies, similar to Whitemane. But he can do it also a little bit more passively. So his Q is the ability you just saw me cast there on an ally. It's called Regrowth. Heals an ally for a little more than 400 over 20 seconds. So it's a pretty decent heal, but over 20 seconds, that's a long time for that heal to be out and active. Now, so you can see that sleep coming in handy. I might be dead if Valera goes in. But yeah, so that heal is really not a lot. But that heal gets increased, or there's like a burst heal every time you hit an enemy with your W ability. Oh no, which I just missed there. Your W is called Moonfire, and it heals allies that are marked with your Q. It heals them for 152 per enemy hero hit. So if I hit both Misha and Rexar there, it would heal my allies for 304. I think I did my math correctly there. But so that's really how you're kind of meant to play this hero, is you are giving your allies a Q to heal them, and more so mark them than heal them. And then you're landing Ws, and that's what's really keeping them alive and healthy. Malfurion also has a root ability, which is on his E. What this ability does is it will just root an enemy, and like it grows a root area. So the root area kind of grows over a few seconds. Really good for aerial denial, and if you're able to land it on enemies, it can be super duper strong. Oh boy. If you're able to land on enemies, it can be really strong, though, in the sense that it roots them for a second and 1 second and 1/4, which doesn't seem like a long time, but in the game of Heroes of the Storm, that can be a really, really long time. You can see we actually, if we catch the Valera, we can kind of almost brawl with her. But I really don't want to brawl with her a lot and see what... I don't want to mess around and find out what happens, so... Additionally, Malfurion has a trait that's called Innervate. What this does is you can click on an ally, and they will gain 20% of their maximum mana over the next few seconds. I don't want to get rooted by Misha or stunned by Misha. So they'll regain some of their maximum mana over the next few seconds. In addition, their abilities recharge 50% faster for the next 5 seconds. So I can put that on Medivh, and he can have many more protections up and available. I really want to hit these enemies with my W to keep my allies healthy here. Oh, looks like Imperius is in trouble. We're going to go ahead and lay down a root as well as a W and a Q to try and heal him. But we were not able to quite save him in time. I'm pressing the wrong key. I scratched my nose for a second mid-fight there. And then my hands didn't go back to where I wanted them to go. So Malfurion really lacks with burst healing. But sustained healing, he's one of the best healers in the game. He works very well with Illidan Tracer because both those heroes like to go in the backline and hurt people. They like to go in the backline and do their thing. And the healer can't really go in the backline and do their thing. But Malfurion can hit him with a Q, and for the next 20 seconds, continue to heal that ally from a safe distance. Now, I would love to be in a different lane than I am, but I have to be where the friendly team is, unfortunately. So that's what we're going to do. Going to go ahead and innervate our Tychus here. Hopefully he doesn't die due to the burst of the enemy team. And we're going to continue to just land any W's. There's a really nice root there, a 3-man root comboing off of my ally. Should help us get at least 1 kill, possibly more, depending on how this fight continues to go. And personally, I like Tranquility. I think it's the better ult in some circumstances, but not all. I'm going to talk about the rest of the build here in a moment, but we're not quite there yet. Uh-oh. Yeah, don't mess with the Malfurion, baby. And you can see, we just gave that Imperius like a sippy cup. It's awesome. We're going to go ahead and press B. We have a bunch of gems, as well as we need health and mana, so no worries with pressing B, basing. And I can talk about my build now. So at level 1, I talked about Emerald Dream. Level 4, we went for Rejuvenation. One of the things Malfurion lacks, he has a bit of a mana problem. Picking up Rejuvenation can help this a little bit, because you don't have to press as many Qs. Instead, if you press a Q on an ally, Malfurion gains 50% of that Q. And then I went for Wild Regrowth at level 7. So every time I hit an enemy with my W, it increases the duration of all my Q marks. And that's why I was able to have my Q mark on like 4 allies in the bottom lane during that objective. Is because I had continuously been landing my W abilities. Level 10, we picked up Tranquility. It's just a nice healing ability that I really don't pick it up for its level 10 pick. I pick it up for its level 20 pickup. Its level 20 pickup is really where it becomes quite the menace. Trying to reveal that Valera there, but we weren't quite able to. And Imperius getting picked up in a tricky little spot is a little bit unfortunate. But a nice root will allow me to keep my heals coming for the friendly team. We're going to go ahead and ult here. Ulting as Malfurion, it does not get canceled if you get stunned or silenced like it would if you were playing a Lily. Instead, it persists through. It also grants you a little bit of armor, so it helps with the burst. Now, Twilight Dream helps with burst a lot as well. I just find that I like, as I mentioned, I like Tranquility better. Nice portal by Medivh, by the way. But I like Tranquility better, mainly for the level 20 pickup. Additionally, we got bot lane from that whole push, which is awesome. Now, we will have to defend against the enemy team's push if we can't get a pick on Rexar and Valera here in the next few seconds. So we have had 2 really good pushes, but we spent all of our coins up front, which means we're gonna have to play defensively for the next few moments. Now I mentioned Malfurion has a mana problem. Level 13 is where you get some fluctuation points, where that mana problem can be fixed a little bit. So you can pick up Revitalize if you need the... Stay away from him, please. He's my friend. But you can pick up Revitalize if you are really struggling with the mana. I might be dead here if I get rotated weird, so we're going to run down to the friendly team in the bottom lane. Yep, there's the Valera, just like we were looking for. Gonna go ahead and press my R button just to keep my allies alive as much as possible. I should be picking a level 13 talent right now, but I really, really don't have time for that yet. We'll send out a root on that enemy team so they have nothing to retreat back to. As you can see, it kind of left them out in a weird spot, and the friendly team's just able to annihilate the rest of the enemy team. Well done by them. You can see the synergy between me and Illidan is very strong, as he's able to just get in there, do his thing, and we don't have to worry about being positioned poorly because we can heal him as long as we can see an enemy hero. Yeah, but level 13, I have to pick a talent. I kind of want to go for the slow on my W's. They're all good at this tier, though. So if you need mana, you pick Revitalize. If you're feeling confident in your survivability, or you just want the slow, you can pick up Hindering Moonfire. But if you feel like you need a little bit more like self-peel, you pick up Nature's Swiftness, and then you move very fast around the team fights. But I went for the slow because at level 20, we're going to be picking up Serenity, which every time we land a W, it'll reduce the cooldown of our ult by 3 seconds, which will be very strong for us. I like Nature's Balance at level 16. This allows me, it increases the, increases the area of my Moonfire, so it's a very thick skill shot now, as well as it increases the duration. It increases the duration of my regrowth. So all kinds of good things going on. I'm gonna go ahead and innervate my Imperius as he goes into this fight here. Despite him not getting full value off of the cooldown reduction aspect, he is getting good value off of the mana regen aspect. Do have to be a little bit careful here. Tychus has so many coins. We got to try to escort him to the turn-in if possible. And I will help Illidan at the boss by giving him one single Q and then walking away. Not that he needs it. Well, I guess I can stay if the friendly team needs me to, but I think it's honestly more important that we protect the Tychus with 30 plus gems. No, not quite. 28 gems. I thought he had 30. There we go. We got the boss captured. And Medivh's doing a great job of keeping allies alive who get jumped on at a weird time. I want to be in here with my allies, though, so we're going to run forward. Press my R button, honestly, just so I don't die here. Might have been a bit of a waste. I need to get in and help out my Illidan wherever possible. We'll innervate. I was hoping to innervate Medivh there, but we missed and hit our Imperius instead, but it's still working out just fine for us. It does look like we'll get, once again, a triple kill, 4 if you count the bear. And boss pushing in on this enemy team's building. This game has been quite the stomping thus far, as the enemy team hasn't gotten this. Oh, they got one turn in, but it was shut down rather quickly. Oh, and that poor Tychus, or Rexar dying so quickly now. Now we have an Illidan on the enemy team's core. It's not looking good for them. We'll give him a heal just so he stays healthy as he auto-attacks. And as long as I don't get engaged upon, I don't see how we lose this game now. Little sad we aren't going to hit 20, as that was the whole purpose of picking my level 10. But I still think my level 10 worked out fine this game. And, yeah, bit of a stomp, but I'll take it. That Medivh did so good. Wow, look at him go. Top damage in the game. Had really good Soak for a Medivh. That's excellent. He saved allies out the wazoo. So if he's on the board, yeah, we'll give it to him. Average girl 12. Wow. um, I'll go ahead and show you the build path once again that we went in this game, so you can play along at home if you'd like. So at level 1, we went for Emerald Dream, as this allows me to sleep enemies after my root. That extra 2 seconds. It's such a long CC. It's so strong. Rejuvenation for myself. Wild Growth. One of the best talents. A big power spike for Malfurion is level 7. Tranquility at level 10. Both ults are good though, but this is the one that I prefer most games, especially combined with his level 20. Hindering Moonfire at 13 and Nature's Balance at 16. Very standard build. This is what I go in almost all of my games as Malfurion. And you can see we were able to out-heal the Brightwing as well as out-damage her with hero damage. So yeah, the big thing with Malfurion though is your positioning. Make sure that you're positioning better than the enemy tank is the main thing. You don't want to get crowd control comboed because you are such a squishy hero, you can get bursted. So positioning's the biggest thing. You kind of have to find that balance between close enough to land W's, but not so close that you're going to get bursted. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Let me know down in the comments if you have any hero requests, and let me know what you thought about the overlay in the top right corner. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.